Welcome back into Weather Nation. This is an aerial view out of Selmer, Tennessee. That's file footage of the tornado that went through that area a few weeks ago, and look at that damage that it created. And we want to continue to talk about this story, so we're joined now by our senior field correspondent, Will Nunley. Will, we appreciate you joining us here on Weather Nation. You are there in that part of Tennessee, and we want to talk about maybe some bright spots, some good news coming out of this horrific event that they had to deal with there in that part of Tennessee.
Yeah, Patrick, it's challenging to find good news, but we do have a little bit here to pass along. We talk about the power of that storm, and the story I'm going to tell you is not only dealing with that, but also the power of social media and people working to find a bright spot to support their community during this time. You'll recall that an EF3 tornado struck parts of Selmer, and that lofted debris thousands of feet in the air. And one piece of that debris, a Diploma, was carried 4 counties over to where I'm standing here in Perry County, Tennessee, in the town of Linden. And it landed in the driveway of Chelsea French. Take a look. She went outside, found the envelope, opened it up, and it was this Diploma inside. So she went to work trying to figure out who that belonged to. And through her contacts on social media, it led her to Selmer and a gentleman there in Selmer. But it turns out, unfortunately, that man had passed away in the storm. He had died. He was in one of those trailers that had been taken apart by the storm. But she connected with the family to reunite this piece of paper with the family. We were there. The Weather Nation cameras were rolling as that reunion happened with the family. Take a listen.
Oh, my. Oh. His mama is going to be so proud to get this. She said the other night if I could just hold something in my hands of his. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
It's amazing.
It is.
It is amazing.
As soon as I looked his name up and I was like, does that say Selmer? And it did. And then I started contacting people and they're like, yeah, we know the family.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is a long way.
Just brokenhearted. It's just, we went to the graveside. That's all they could do was the graveside yesterday. And there was lots of people there. I was real worried about him because I knew he lived there. And it just kept bothering me, and I kept asking family members, have y'all heard from him? And nobody knew anything.
It was a very rough night and going to be some tough days ahead for some people, but I'm glad that out of the outcome, I could make somebody's day, somebody smile over it.
Just tell them to look to God and things will come back together for them.
Wow. A good deed there, a meaningful connection among families that were complete strangers before. But again, as you heard there, that is one of the only documents, one of the only mementos that they have from that man's home. As we speak today, while they have it a moment of sunshine, the family is back there on the ground in McNairy County, trying to go through the piles of debris that have since been rained on, have been moved around, trying to figure out if anything else can be salvaged, but at least they have that very special document. So what an incredible connection they have. And Patrick, as this hour, that part of West Tennessee, parts of Middle Tennessee, once again, under a severe thunderstorm threat today. A new severe thunderstorm watch was just issued for this area. So yet again, families are having to have that anxiety of storms in the background as they still try to literally pick up the pieces from this deadly storm.
You know, just a quick follow-up question on that story, Will. I was curious if you calculated the distance that Diploma traveled. Were you able to calculate that out?
I'm going to need to get you the mileage as the
Okay.
crow flies, but Patrick, that's about an hour and a half from here if we're driving in a fairly straight line down Highway 412 here. So the distance of 4 counties, that's an incredible amount for that document to travel. And how many of us have driven around, seen a piece? Who would think to pick up a piece of paper out of the road, but just something, made her think to do that and then to get on the internet and make that connection. And boy, what a meaningful memento that is.
I mean, yeah, just an unbelievable story. I mean, it really just pulls at the heartstrings there. Will, we appreciate you joining us, and we'll be checking back in with you, of course. Will Nunley, our senior national correspondent. Thank you so much, Will.